Hello, YouTube audience. I've did a little testing, and I think I've got the Book of Mormon to actually display in my videos. I've made a bunch of videos without any visuals, except my lovely face. So here we go. We're in the Book of Mosiah, chapter 22. Just pull up the Book of Mormon here. I'm using it in inside Google Chrome instead of as a separate Adobe Acrobat. Zoom in a little bit. See? Okay, chapter 22. Now it came to pass that Ammon and King Limhi began to consult with the people how they should deliver themselves out of bondage. And even they did cause that all the people should gather themselves together, and this they did that they might have the voice of the people concerning the matter. And it came to pass that they could find no way to deliver themselves out of bondage, except it were to take their women and children and their flocks and their herds and their tents, and depart into the wilderness. For the Lamanites being so numerous, it was impossible for the people of Limhi to contend with them, thinking to deliver themselves out of bondage by the sword. So war did not work, and they know it's not going to work. Now it came to pass that Gideon went forth and stood before the king, and said unto him, Now, O king, thou hast hitherto hearkened unto my words many times, when we have been contending with our brethren the Lamanites. And now, O king, if thou hast not found me to be an unprofitable servant, or if thou hast hitherto listened to my words to any degree, and they have been of service to thee, even so I desire that thou wouldst listen to my words at this time, and I will be thy servant, and deliver this people out of bondage. So this is the captain, Gideon, captain of the king's army, and a helper of the king in many circumstances, some of which were described in the Book of Mormon. And now he's very humbly asking to be able to direct the king. And the king granted it unto him that he might speak. And Gideon said unto him, Behold the back pass through the back wall on the back side of the city. The Lamanites, or the guards of the Lamanites, by night are drunken. Therefore let us send a proclamation among all this people, that they gather together their flocks and herds, that they might drive them into the wilderness by night. And I will go according to thy command, and pay the last tribute of wine to the Lamanites. And they will be drunken, and we will pass through the secret pass on the left of their camp, when they are drunken and asleep. So he knows all the specifics about the Lamanites and what their habits are, when they're at their weakest point, and what they can do to escape. Thus we will depart with our women and our children, our flocks and our herds, into the wilderness, and we will travel around the land of Shiloh. And it came to pass that the king hearkened unto the words of Gideon. King Limhi caused that his people should gather their flocks together, and he sent the tribute of wine to the Lamanites. And he also sent more wine as a present unto them. And they did drink freely of the wine which King Limhi did send unto them. And it came to pass that the people of Limhi did depart by night into the wilderness with their flocks and their herds. And they went round about the land of Shiloh in the wilderness, and bent their course towards the land of Zarahemla, being led by Ammon and his brethren. They know the way. That's where they came from. And they had taken all their gold and silver and their precious things which they could carry, and also their provisions with them, into the wilderness, and they pursued their journey. And after being many days in the wilderness, they arrived in the land of Zarahemla, and joined Mosiah's people, and became his subjects. And it came to pass that Mosiah received them with joy, and he also received their records, and also the records which had been found by the people of Limhi. And now it came to pass, when the Lamanites had found that the people of Limhi had departed out of the land by night, that they sent an army into the wilderness to pursue them. And after they had pursued them 2 days, they could no longer follow their tracks. Therefore they were lost in the wilderness. So the epic tale continues with an account of Alma and his people. But we see that the people of King Limhi were able to escape the Lamanite bondage and return to their brothers who they hadn't seen for decades, maybe 60 to 90 years. I'm not sure exactly how long. The suggestion from the chapter is that, let's see here, might have been around 120 BC. This happened. Last time they saw people of Zarahemla. These are all guesswork by further back. Guesswork based on, just suppositions, perhaps. But we can still get a general idea. Because we had 3 generations of kings. King Zenith, which I'm looking for right now, was the one who brought them out of the land of Zarahemla. And his son was King Noah, and his son was King Limhi. So, 3 generations of kings. Looks like it was around 200 to 187 BC. Subtract 120 BC, you get 67 to 80 years, approximately. 2 generations. And they finally return and see King Mosiah again. Might even be a different King Mosiah. When they left, I think there was who was it? The different King Mosiah here. Right? Yeah, the son of King Benjamin. And I believe he had a son and named him also after himself. So that would have been a long reign of the King Mosiahs. Anyway, thanks for reading. We're going to get to see the last part of this epic tale from the Book of Mormon. Think about what it means to you to escape from bondage. And remember that the Lord sends people like King Limhi and Gideon, wise people sometimes, to help us find our way out of bondage. Whether it be spiritual or temporal bondage, the Lord hears our prayers and delivers his people when they repent and turn to him. We try to do it ourselves many times, and it causes contention and wars, or just trouble, eventually. But if we humble ourselves, turn to God, and turn away from the things that separate us from God's commandments and his blessings, then we're able to find our way. And have a great day.